This is Jack Fishman behind the camera speaking with music director Sebastian Langlessing about the 2011-2012 season. Now, one of the critical decisions a music director has to make is what soloist to bring to San Antonio. And this is your second season, and you've brought some names to San Antonio that are new not only to San Antonio, but not so well known in the US. Tell us a little bit about some of the folks that are coming and how you decide how to bring in a soloist.
You know, after you work with a lot of people during your career as a conductor, and then you realize you want to work with a few people far more often, because you click musically. They inspire you. You speak the same language, and that is not often actually the language you talk. But I'm talking of the language of music, of course, and I'm really excited that again this season, like in the last season, I'm able to bring people I really love and believe in, including some of the finest pianists I think that are around. One is Sasha Gavrilyuk, who is in the opening concert as a young Ukrainian pianist I met in Australia. And who is one of the most exciting talents I think around. He played in quite a bit in America with the big orchestras, so I think he is establishing already a name. He recorded all Prokofiev concertos with Vladimir Ashkenazy. I think that's enough proof to say that someone who should know about piano believes in him. And so this is going to be very exciting. Then there is Bernd Glamser, who I can't tell how much I appreciate him as a musician, but also as a virtuoso of a very rare kind. I heard him playing a recital, and this is also very exciting. You play a concerto with someone, but then you hear him playing a recital, and I have to say, I haven't heard better recitals. I mean, his piano technique is so flawless. It's amazing. He played the Rachmaninoff Corelli variations, which for every pianist are a little bit the ultimate what you can do, and does that with such easiness that it's actually spooky. Also has this rare gift of playing, the famous Bach transcriptions by Busoni or Wilhelm came sometimes about Bach chorales, which is a very 19th century thing, and they went a little bit out of fashion, and he made a whole CD of this, which became one of my favorite CDs to listen to, because it's beautiful singing. Bernd is a guy who knows how to sing on the piano, and I'm really looking forward to this. We played a lot together, including the two Brahms concertos, and so doing Paganini variations with him, especially after I heard the Corelli variations, I'm very keen.
And this is probably one of the top 2 or 3 most famous concertos.
The Paganini
for piano, most popular, I would say.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, because everybody knows the theme. I mean, Paganini was very clever by taking a theme that everybody knows, but then with this theme he drives through all possible styles, which is so exciting. So it's never boring.
Now, another concerto that's coming up is a little bit off the beaten path, even though it's considered a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And that's the Berg Violin Concerto.
Yeah.
And that's certainly a great masterpiece, but it's not as well known, probably pretty rarely played in San Antonio or even most American cities. How does that come into the season?
First of all, I think we are very, very lucky to got Kolja Blacha in this, because I think he's a master in this music. He is a fantastic violinist. Happened to be concertmaster of Bill and Phil for a certain period of time, but wanted to focus more on his solo career. Wonderful to work with, and a great musical mind. That's definitely something you need for the Berg Violin Concerto. I wouldn't be scared because he's one of the three evil composers, Schönberg, Webern, and Berg, and I say that with a big smile because nobody should be scared of their approach to music, especially Berg. I would say, is a hopeless romantic still. All his music is about expression and expressivity, and he goes very far in this. The violin concerto is the Requiem for an Angel. This young girl that died very early, at 16, 14, I think, and in this reflection is the inspiration of this violin concerto, and the violin becomes really an angel at this, and you see this transcendent to a better world. That's what's happening during this concerto. So it is a very touching and moving piece. Apart from the fact that it's a complex composition, you enjoy the enormous beauty of the expression, I think, in this piece. And again, Berg's orchestration is so interesting and colorful, and the violin has a dialogue with so many parts of the orchestra that it's just a fascinating piece to experience, I think, also for our audience. And it is finally the true romantic concerto of the 20th century.
And you end the season with the Liszt Second Piano Concerto and the Bruckner Seventh Symphony. And this Liszt concerto is part of a multi-year celebration of the 200th anniversary of Liszt. And we have a pianist named Olga Scheps coming for Liszt.
Yeah.
Tell us about Olga.
Well, Olga is one of these young hot stars on the in the music scene, and she made in very few years a very steep career, and that is not for good looks, because she's a wonderful pianist, and I think it was actually it was her proposition to do Liszt too, so it's her idea, and it fits perfectly well because it means we have both concertos this season. So this is a wonderful experience. In the Liszt second concerto, the piano has a very intimate dialogue with the cello in the slow movement, which is also very beautiful, similar to Brahms' second piano concerto.
Well, there's a lot of exciting artists and exciting music in the 2011-2012 season. Thank you.
Thank you.